Welcome back, everyone. This is Toe to Toe Boxing Talk with your man James, of course, and let's get right into it. This weekend was supposed to be a huge homecoming weekend for Keyshawn Davis in his hometown of Norfolk, Virginia. Unfortunately, didn't pan out that way. A day before the scheduled fight with him and Edwin De Los Santos, Keyshawn showed up to the weigh-in 4.5 pounds over the lightweight limit. The fight was canceled, and Keyshawn was stripped of his WBO lightweight title. Now, to say that I'm extremely disappointed in Keyshawn is an understatement because I see a lot of potential in him. I like him as a fighter. I think he has great skill. He's very talented. He has that bravado, that charisma. He has that it factor that you would want in your fighter. But he doesn't have class or professionalism. See, talent can only take you so far. Talent can get you in the door, but class and professionalism gives you staying power. It gives you longevity. The way that Keyshawn conducted himself this weekend was totally unacceptable. He was belligerent. All fight week, he was belligerent. Disrespecting reporters, disrespecting other fighters. Just a nuisance. And that's not how a professional conducts themselves. See, a lot of these young fighters get it misconstrued on how you should be successful in this game. Yeah, I know controversy sells, and people always want to pit the bad guy against the good guy and all that. But how you become successful is your professionalism, putting forth the work. Putting forth the work and being you. You don't have to sully your image or portray something that you're not. Because fans can see right through that. And that's what happened. Keyshawn didn't handle his business. He didn't handle his business this weekend. And he let a lot of people down. Including myself. I'm a fan. I was hoping to see Keyshawn fight. Just like those thousands upon thousands of fans at Norfolk, Virginia were hoping to see their hometown kid fight. Those thousands upon thousands of hometown fans purchased a ticket with their hard-earned money to see you fight. And what happened? Your stupidity led to the fight being canceled. And now those thousands upon thousands of fans wanted a refund. Like, it's not a good look. It's not a good look. It's not a good look for boxing. It's not a good look for your promotional team. And most importantly, it's not a good look for you. See, I've seen plenty of fighters go down this road. Plenty of fighters that had the potential, the star quality, the talent, but it never panned out. You know why? Because their ego was in their way. They didn't have professionalism. They didn't have class. They felt like they can do it all. They felt like their way was the only way. And what happened, it led to them disappearing. And I don't want that for Keyshawn. I don't want that for any fighter. But I don't want that for Keyshawn because I see a lot of potential in him. I hope that his team, his camp, can tell him what it is. Because from the outside looking in, it looks like he has a lot of enablers in his camp. And I respect Bomac. I think he's one hell of a trainer and all that. But as a leader, as somewhat a father figure to Keyshawn, I hope Bo-Mac is telling him the truth. I hope that he's letting Keyshawn know that, look, this is unacceptable. I hope that he's holding Keyshawn accountable for his actions. You know what? You know what turned me off the most? Is that Keyshawn's in attendance. He's chilling, talking to the crowd, talking smack, acting like nothing happened. Eating popcorn, doing his thing. And then after his brother Calvin lost to Nahir Albright, he goes into Albright's locker room and proceeds to attack Albright and causes a big melee with his team and Albright's team, and it was crazy. But he not only put himself in danger, but he also put his family in danger. He had his baby, his child there. God forbid something could have happened. He would have been liable. You know why? Because his decisions provoked that incident. Like, all this is corny to me, man. All this is corny. You know, and shout out to Abdullah Mason, because Abdullah Mason was the main event, and he did his thing. He put on a show. He did what he had to do. And I know a lot of people were making a big deal out of their interactions, Abdullah Mason's interaction with Keyshawn Davis, and a lot of people were saying that Keyshawn Davis punked or played Abdullah Mason, but I didn't see it that way. I didn't see it that way at all. I saw two fighters going in two opposite directions. I saw one fighter imploding in front of everyone and was very defensive when certain questions were asked. And I saw another fighter calm, cool, collected, and conducted himself like a professional. There's a difference. And I just hope that Keyshawn, I just hope that this is a learning lesson for Keyshawn. And him being the breadwinner of his family, he has to make better decisions. He has to make better decisions. Because something like this can definitely tarnish his reputation. And it can honestly make fans not want to see him. Like, as a fan, like, why should I pay a ticket? Why should I pay my hard-earned money to watch him fight when I know he's not reliable? Why should I? You got to do better, man. You got to do better. And I know you live by the moniker businessman. Well, you didn't handle business this weekend. And what you did was uncalled for. And it only raises questions about your character. Not only inside the ring, but outside the ring. I'm going to just leave it at that. Well, if you guys like what you saw, please subscribe, like, and comment. Let me know what you guys want to see next. Until next time, this is Toe to Toe Boxing Talk with your man James, signing out.